midterms officially start today, and there is a lot of focus on the great state of Texas. Voters are at the ballot box right now, voting in primaries for governor, attorney general, congressional seats, and so much more. Texas Governor Greg Abbott facing challengers from the far right, but expected to win the Republican nomination, likely to face former congressman and presidential candidate Beto O'Rourke on the Democratic side. ABC News' Mireya Villareal joining us now from Texas with more. So, Mireya, let's talk about just the top races that you're paying attention to right now.
Well, you mentioned one of them. Obviously, everybody wants to know what's going to happen with Texas Governor Greg Abbott. How is he going to fare? What's it going to look like? I mean, listen, he's raised close to $60 million for this campaign. He is expected to take home the win without any major issues. But again, you never know. It's Texas primaries, and this is the first one of the season, so we're going to be watching that one particularly closely. But the race I'm taking a hard look at is going to be the Attorney General's race, because we have several Republican candidates right now that have been pushing extremely hard over the last few months, campaigning very hard. So we have, of course, the incumbent Attorney General Ken Paxton. He is under FBI investigation right now. A lot of stuff looming around him. But again, he was endorsed by former President Donald Trump. So we're going to see how far that takes him. But we also have the Land Commissioner George P. Bush. And on top of that, Eva Guzman, who was a former Texas Supreme Court judge. So that is one hotly contested race that I will be watching very closely tonight.
And these elections, they're being held in a state that just passed some of the most restrictive voting laws in the country. How will this Republican-led legislation impact voting, you think?
Well, we're already starting to see the impact. We're in Houston today. We're going to be doing later on a forum, a town hall style situation where we're going to talk to people about exactly what they expect from the State of the Union. But while we are in Houston, obviously we're following what's happening here extremely closely. Right now, 38,000, a little over 38,000 ballots have been sent back, mail-in ballots, people trying to vote. Of those 38,000 so far right now, the numbers we have is roughly 11,000 have been set back to people already because they have ID issues. And this is one of the big bills that was passed last season that would impact voters and restrict them, obviously, is what a lot of people were saying. It causes confusion more than anything else. Compare that to 4 years ago, another midterm season. We only saw about 7% of the mail-in ballots that were flagged. So already this is causing some issues. But the good news is that they are remedied fairly quickly. If somebody has a ballot that is sent back to them, they can basically reapply, send it back in with the appropriate information.
Finally, we've been covering Texas, as you know, Mireya, for quite a time. A lot of issues driving people to the polls, voting rights, abortion. What do you think? What are voters telling you? What's bringing them there today?
I think it's really what you touched on already. We definitely have a lot of people coming in that want to know more about how the new abortion bills are going to affect them. People have talked to us about LGBT, transgender bills that were recently passed in the state as well, very restrictive. Also, a lot of the candidates in Texas have been campaigning on the border and immigration issues. This is a huge one for Governor Abbott. So we're going to see if this is really going to impact people at the polls. And on top of that, we're also going to see what the impact of former President Donald Trump will have on this particular election. That's something that could have national implications as well. Reason being, a lot of these people, for example, George P. Bush is saying, I'm going to build the border wall back up again the way Trump wanted it to. We're going to see if that's going to get him anywhere in today's campaign.
All right, we'll be following it. Mireya Villareal, thank you so much.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.